Okay, man.
Okay.
So what was he saying? Because I heard some clips of it, and this morning I heard some on talk radio. I was watching Meet Kevin too. You know what I mean? So I heard some of it, but you know what I mean. I'd love to hear your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, he just said, everything is fine. Cue
He did say that.
the flames everywhere. And the American banking system is, solid, and that they were going to, figure out what's happening, and of course, bring, whatever justice or whatever needs to happen to whoever is responsible for this, right?
Yeah, that was like
Um,
jabs at the previous
Yeah,
administration, right?
he blamed it on
right,
Trump,
right,
man. Just
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
Did he give a reason why?
all I know is, his buddy Obama, they bailed out the bigger banks, so
They
you
did.
know,
right.
They did.
it is what it is. But
They did.
Vicious cycle.
yeah, so that was about it. Just kind of like reassuring everybody, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, he did mention, that he was talking with his, administration, which is the secretary of whatever it is, Yellen. Her name is Yellen.
Mhm.
Um, and then they were working everything out over the weekend, which is pretty crazy, right? That um, they were working on the weekend, and on Sunday decide to, release a press release and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, don't worry about it, Silicon, Valley. We're
Right.
we're gonna cover your deposits. Everybody is cool, everybody's safe, and that's the end of that."
I feel like
So
they're trying to stop a contagion and keep everybody else from panicking and pulling
I
their.
agree.
Pull the
I
money out.
agree.
Yup.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
word I'm on. Contagion.
that's what normally happens. That's
What
what normally
gang?
happens when people begin to worry about their
Right.
money. The financial experts and all of the king's horses and the king's men. They say, "Hey, keep your money there. Don't go
Don't
nowhere.
trip.
Go
Don't
there."
trip. The sky's falling, but they
never
right.
change.
Well, and
Never
and
change.
didn't they say like, hey, don't worry about it, while like two or three other banks they did the same thing, like while he's
Yeah,
paying
it was
all your.
Yeah, I
right.
think
There's
Synchrony
like
or
two other
something.
banks that did it, right? That crashed as well. It wasn't just one.
Yeah, I
It
think it
was
was
too
Synchrony,
fast
right,
of a
from New York.
weekend. It was uh the one in New York, yeah, you just said, and then there was a second
So,
one.
Silicon Valley Bank,
Hmm.
I had it right here.
and there was two other names I can't
Federal
recall.
Republic. First
Right.
Republic. First Republic Bank.
So,
First Republic.
They
Yeah, they
haven't really crashed completely, but it looks like they're
right,
going down.
Yeah,
right.
they had some
Yes,
losses, right?
Yeah, but
yeah, they had
the other
incredible
SVB in New
losses.
York
Yeah.
is the one that it's not Silicon Valley, it's something else Valley. Now I gotta look that one up.
I think
Yeah.
First Republic is the one out here on the West Coast, right? That's the one that
Yeah,
was on the one that people were standing in line trying to get money out of the bank.
correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
man.
Yes.
As soon as I saw that story, I went to the bank and I pulled out my $46.72 right away.
but
Right away,
even
bro.
e- but
You ain't
even
gonna
here in
catch
New
me
York,
lacking.
even here in New York, it was kind of odd looking at people go to a building and it was closed and they had the FDIC sign on the front. I was just like, that looked kind of weird, right in the middle of the nation's largest market, in the
Right.
nation's largest city. It just didn't look right, But
Yeah.
The Signature
you
Bank
know,
in New York.
You said Signature?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
signature. That's good.
from what I heard, this is the second. SVB would be the second largest crash, and then Signature Bank is the third largest crash, and rapid succession is like 2 days after each other.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yo, that's crazy.
So yeah,
And then when you
And
think about it,
yeah.
it's like we don't. I mean, people might not like to think about it like this, but I was actually thinking about it before the show. I'm like, man, it's coming up to like 100 years since the Great Depression. That's crazy,
oh
Right.
yeah. I've heard
You don't like to think,
1929 like 1,000 times today.
Well, hey, but
you
don't y'all
know.
worry. Don't you worry. The economy is the strongest it's ever been.
Oh, the jobs market though.
Come on.
Yeah, I was waiting
Yeah.
for Yellen to give some sort of declarative statement about what she was or wasn't going to do, and it's like I couldn't do it. I had to go. She's so boring and she talks so slow. I think she does it on purpose. So I had to go to work.
Listen, man, they
Yeah,
trying to
like,
slow
you
they,
gotta
they trying to
stop
slow
this.
you down to get your $17 back. That's what they doing. They
Right.
they slowing the pace. They don't want to give you your $17, bro. No.
The other thing I'm hearing about the federal government insuring the 250,000 is that it's going to be is it 250 million, 250,000? Like what is the number?
I think it's usually 250, 250,000.
250,000.
250,000. And those
Yeah.
are like larger investors. So I don't know if it's supposed to be for people who don't have 250,000, but the way it sounds is like they're insuring people with money over 250,000. So it's still like too much. I'm hearing too many different like opposing narratives.
Yeah. I think
That's
I
crazy.
think I don't think the Federal Reserve has enough bread to cover, everybody, and that's why I think they had this, this press conference today to kind of reassure people so that they don't panic and try to pull their bread. Because from what I understand, I was, as I mentioned, I was listening to Talk Radio, and they said that since COVID, they were only obligated to hold 1% of deposits. So, you know what I mean? If everybody goes to the bank and tries to pull out their money, it's gonna be a big
It's gonna
problem.
be ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Right.
problem. It's gonna be,
Right.
you know what I mean, the Great Depression all over again, because that's what happened then.
Hey,
Mhm.
that mattress looking real good right now though.
That's
Why y'all
that's a
playing,
fact.
man? Hey.
That's a fact.
Nah,
Yeah.
the problem with the mattress is that it doesn't fight inflation. You know what I'm saying? So
Interest.
you lose 8%. You know what I mean?